Right, it's a beautiful day out here, so I thought we'd go old school and get the action camera out. So you can see down here, been stripping back this wing now, which is pretty much done. There's just a few little bits that need to get sorted. So on here where we've got some of these rivets, we need to drill those out just so that I can get in around those. Probably should have done that first, but I wasn't sure if we'd take this tray off in here. So this is where the cabling goes for the Clansman radios. So what we're going to do is we're going to fit the flap on Bob's wing as well, which is what he would have come at the factory with, whereas it looked like at some point in his life in the military they'd put the boxes on, which would have been on the earlier FFR. So we're going to put the flaps on, which will look way better. And then we've got the mounting points at the front here where the aerial boxes for the chew arms going. So that is one pretty much done. We're in the old dusty tent. It's intense. So I'm currently working on the seat box, which you see is coming up pretty nicely. There's quite a few intricate bits on here. Andy spotted this as well. So the plate here is what details all the information about the car, so you get the military registration and things like that on there, and the type of vehicle. It looks like at some point someone's put this piece of paper under there, which then he's got his reg on, some of the other details. So maybe Andy was saying maybe a replacement seat box at some point. What else have we got? The wing, you can't see it now actually, but it was really interesting. It's like Land Rover archaeology, like Mick used to say. It was as you're standing back and stripping back the paint on the wing, you go through the crappy green colour that Bob was, then it goes into NATO, and then under that there was like black, so that's obviously where the camo was, and then under that was another layer of NATO, and you know, it just goes on, so you can kind of see all the lifespan of the vehicle through the paint, which is cool. So going to crack on with this, get the seat box done. We made a few decisions on what we're going to do with other parts. So wings wise, I tried to show you this the other night, but I'll show you down here. So you can see on there, on that wing, there's just a ton of filler in there. So rather than reuse that, what I've done is ordered 2 plastic skins. So these just bolt on and off, so we can just bolt that off, put the plastic skin on, we'll plastic prime it and then paint it, hit it with a NATO, and it'll look good. But it's rather than using that, because we don't really know what's under there, and where I was stripping it really gouged it out, made a lot of dust. So we've got 2 of those skins on the way, so that'll sort the wings out. The doors, so Eileen found a really good frame of a door. It's got a skin on it, but the skin's really dented, so we're gonna reskin the doors and then try and refurbish Bob's old passenger door. So this one here is pretty decent. The frame on the inside has gone though, so we're going to repair the frame on this one, and then over here we've got this yellow one, which the frame is really good, so the frame on that is really in good shape, but the skin, you can see that there, is pretty dented up, and it feels a shame really after all the work that's gone into Bob so far that we then put that on there. When we first got it, it looked really good, but I don't know if you see there, it looks like someone's giving it a bit of a punch. And this bit here is all kind of caved in as well, so you've got that contour on there when actually it should just be a flat panel. So there's a few more bits that are going to be coming up, so we'll reskin that one, put a new frame on that one, and the skin on that doesn't look too bad, but it's hard to tell until we strip it. So Andy is working on the bulkhead again.
Scuffing it ready for its second coat of paint.
Yep, so it's getting scuffed up. So we decided that once we viewed this a few more times, I took the panel out that Mick's painted, which was the battery box outside, looked at it next to some of the other NATO green vehicles. This is a bit too shiny, it's a bit too glossy, so we think we tried to use paint from a long time ago in an effort to cost save and use up old paint, but it didn't really pay off, so it looks like it's lost something over its time and now is a little bit too glossy. So Andy's scuffing it up ready for a lovely new coat of matte NATO green, which I went and got earlier from can't remember what they're called, Jowls. So that'll get done. Mick's going to try and do that tomorrow, so that'll be nice when we come back in on Monday. Hopefully that'll be completed. We've got inner tubes, they've arrived. got many seals now for the doors. We've got the door seals, loads of box of parts over there. So we're getting ready for the grand reassemble, I guess. And I think Liam showed you this, but lots of stuff has been blacked as well. So we've got like the servo, the heater box, pedals, pedal box on there. Yeah, everything's kind of looking good, so we can get cracking. And there is Bob. Looking mighty fine. Right, let's carry on stripping because I'm wasting time. But I thought I'd give you an update. Right, calling it quits there. So it's just surprising how long this stuff takes. I feel like I've been doing it for ages, but the seat box is done, finished off that wing. Andy's got the bulkhead ready for paint. So we've got stuff done. It just feels like when you're doing like it's like an extra shift. Yeah, didn't really. That's all shiny now. What we're gonna do is just get some paint stripper down into these crevices here, and then scrape it out, wire brush it, and get that cleared out. That wing's all done as well, so that's sorted. So yeah, it's good. We've got some stuff done, but there's just like a mountain of it to go. So we've got the doors to do, which I said about earlier. We'll repair them. There's the other wing to strip, and then obviously the big bit is going to be the tub, which you will have seen on the new truck video, the donor. So we've got it over here. There's Sandy waiting for her restoration when Bob's done, and donor truck. So the tub is just going to be a bit of a monster, isn't it? I'm excited to get it done. I'm not really excited to do it though, if you know what I mean. After kind of seeing what the wings and that take as well to get done. So like that side panel there, that'll take a good hour, I reckon, get all the way along that. And then it's whether we take all these bits off. If we can get a good stripper, it'll make such a difference, I think, because we can put that down and clear out. I can't really show you in the tub, but in there on the base of the tub, you guys that know Land Rovers will know that you have rails that run up the length of the tub as well. So you need to get those off, clean them up, probably get them sandblasted, shot blasted, and sprayed so they can go back in, and then do the floor up. It's kind of easy to fall in that trap and think, well, actually it's just the floor, like it doesn't really matter inside the tub, but I think it would be a shame to go to all this effort and work to then just, like, you know, half-arse it on the internal bits. Like when I was doing the seat box, I was kind of thinking, you won't even see this, the seats will be on top of it, but then, you know, if you lift the seats up, you're going to see it. So I think it's worth doing a proper jobby. It just takes longer, which I'm going to try and, if Mick's busy next weekend, but if I can, try and get down here, and I'll just start working on the tub and any bits that are still left. I've got some stuff in my boot. Need to remember to take the grinder home so I can do that at home. Get those little bits done, and then it's just the big tub. And then Liam's back next Thursday, so it's Saturday today, so next Thursday Liam's back. so he can help crack on with the tub as well, or start building the bulkhead up, because mixing and spray that tomorrow in the correct colour. So hopefully that'll be looking a lot better. But I love it out here, it's so cool. You just got all different landies and whatnot around. We've got, oh, screen's gone off, can't see where I'm aiming. Got Bob's old tub over here with windscreen, so we're not using that windscreen now because we've got the one off the scrapper. And that's got the shark's tooth along the top, which is what you can see it here on Sandy. So up here, that is where the canvas clips into. So obviously Bob, when we got him, had the hard top. There's Bob's bonnet with his atrocity of a hump that they put on to get the I'll tell you what, Bob's spare wheel spike is in much better condition than the scrapper's one that we've got, so might strip that off and put that on. It's a good thing with Mick letting us use the scrapper. You've got access to all different things, and then obviously we've got light lenses on the back. These are incorrect, so on Bob they should be like this, so we need to get some of those, switch them around. I don't think scrapper's got any left. I think they've already been harvested, because they're the easy things, aren't they, just to go over and whip off. But anyway, rambling. I'll just give you updates every now and again. But thank you very much for watching.